have a brand new project pan, and this is it's a real special one for me because it is the first year anniversary of my first project pan. We are back to where it all began, doing our 13 by Halloween project pan. Now this time last year, or around about this time last year, I began watching a YouTuber called Becky Loves Kanga, and it was actually her makeup inventory video that I first watched, and that got me into thinking, I wonder how big my collection is, which got me into thinking, I have far too much and I need to sort this out. So then I began watching some of her other videos, and she was just starting her 13 by Halloween at the time, and she based it on her favourite Halloween film of all time, which was The Nightmare Before Christmas. And I thought, what a great idea, I'm gonna do the same. So I based my 13 by Halloween project pan on my favourite Halloween programme or film, which was Hocus Pocus, and it was quite successful. I remember I got most of my items used up or hit goal on, so I was so chuffed with it, and that was kind of the catalyst for me doing project pans from there on in. So we are back round a whole full circle to do it all over again. Now this year I did try to think of a theme, however, I don't know, it just couldn't. I could think of the themes, but then I was struggling to link products that I wanted to pan or that I thought I could pan with those themes. So I've just picked 13 items, but there is a twist, so keep watching for the twist. So I have my 13 items here. So let's start off with an easy one. So the first easy one are these masks. Now, if I don't put masks in project pans, I forget to use them. So here are two 7th Heaven face masks. You've probably seen my 7th Heaven collection face masks before. I've put them in plenty of other project pans, but this time we have a black seaweed peel off face mask and a creamy coconut face mask. Black and white, what could be more Halloweeny? So I want to use up two face masks. Sticking with skincare, I have this. This is my Avon True Nutrifex Ultimate Moisture Daily Body Lotion. Again, if I don't have body lotions in project pans, I forget to use them. I'm very good at moisturising my face and my hands, but my body, no, I don't do that. So this is only a 50ml, so hopefully between now and when the project ends, which is of course Halloween night, the 31st of October, I should hopefully be able to use this up. The next item is also skincare, and this is an Oskia Renaissance mask. It is only a small tub, and I've never touched it. That's all that is in there, so hopefully this shouldn't take me too long. This is like a face mask kind of thing, and you
basically just apply to dry cleansed skin and massage for a few seconds. Product will turn white, showing ingredients have been activated. Leave for 10 to 20 minutes depending on skin type. 10 minutes for sensitive skin. Just before washing off, splash on a little water and massage again. This allows the mask to turn into a milk, activating the second phase, and then rinse off with warm water.
So again, it is another mask, but as I say, if I don't put masks into project pans, I'm never going to use them. So yeah, going to use this. Then on to some nail polish, because you know me, I do like to make things difficult for myself and put my nail polishes in my project pans. But this time we have two minis. So these are two OPI minis. I'm classing these as one each, by the way. The masks, the 7th Heaven was just one item because they're single use. But these I'm classing as a single item each. These are the OPI minis. We have Commit Me to Speak, like as in Kermit the Frog, Kermit me to speak, and Miss Piggy's Big Number. Now the only reason why I know the names of these is because when I ordered these off Latest in Beauty, I had to go back and pick out the names again, because mini OBIs do not have the name of the polish on the bottle. I mean, I get it, they're small, where are you going to put it? But still, like, it's infuriating. So I want to get these used up as quickly as possible so that I don't have to try and remember what they're called. I don't know how long it's going to take me to use these up, but I'm at least going to try. So yeah. The next item is actually an item that was in my original 13 by Halloween project pan, and this was my Maybelline Colour Tattoo in pink gold, and my goal was to hit pan in it, and that is exactly what I did, and I haven't touched this since. So it's been a year, I haven't used it since then, so it is time to dig it back out again and try and expand that pan. So that is my only goal, is to expand the pan and try and use up a good proportion of 1/2 of this. So I know I'm never going to use it all up, but I can give it a damn good try. So it's about time I pulled it out, because I haven't touched it since the end of my 13. The next item is my MUA blusher in Lolly. Now with this I have already hit pan, and I need to try and use up a blush this year. I really do. I used up a whole one last year, and that was a 4-gram blush. This is only a 2-gram blush, so I really want to get at work on this one. So I do have quite a bit of pan there. It's very shallow here, and then it builds up again near this edge, and then obviously builds up over this edge. So I want to basically try and use up this half. It's quite a goal, but if I focus in on this, I think I can do it. Talking of face products, I have this Makeup Revolution single bronzer. This came in the advent calendar for 2017 or 2016. And I barely used it, so maybe swatched it a couple of times, maybe used it once or twice, but never really used it. So again, I want to try and get some use out of this, maybe get a good dip going, maybe even possibly hit pan on this. So that is my goal for that. Going on to lips, I've had such success at using up some lip glosses this year in my lip service project pan, so I thought I would move on to another. This is my Bella Pierre Sheer Lip Gloss in Chocolate Cream. It is a gorgeous shade. It's opaque enough to show a bit of colour, but not too dark that, you know, you can't see your lips coming through. So that is the shade there, and it smells so nice. It smells like chocolate creams. So yeah, I want to try and get as much of this used up as possible. If I can, finish it off. But I also have another lip product. This is NYX Lingerie in Corset, and this is one of the minis that came out of last year's NYX advent calendar for lips. I got this from Lucy Pertface. I've already had to take out the stopper because when I was trying to use it, it wasn't pulling out enough product for me. That is the shade. So it's a very cool toned nude, and there isn't much left in here, but if I can use this all up, that is one lip product out of my collection by the end of the year, which would be awesome. And another lip product, this was in my Christmas project pan for 2017. Yeah, 2017 I think it was. And this is the Essence lip liner in Red Blush. I don't have very much of it, there's not a lot there at all, and that is the shade there. And this is very good for warming up sort of cool toned lipsticks. If I wear this under the NYX lingerie, it could like turn that cool nude into a much more warmer nude, which might be a little bit more wearable for me. So yeah, I want to get that in because I haven't used up a single lip liner this year, and that's tough. The last two products are in a palette. So this is my Maybelline Blushed Nudes palette, and this is my oldest palette in my collection. I actually wore this if I broke a nail. So I actually wore this for my wedding day because I didn't know much about makeup back then. As you can see, I have already used up this shade completely. This has been repressed, and then I have pan in this one and this one. So what I want to do is kind of a double whammy sort of thing. I want to be able to make more progress on these two. So I want to hit pan on this one again and use up more of this one. But I also want to hit pan on one of these other shades. So I'm not sure which one. I mean, there's quite a good dip going on in this one, so that might be a good start. But I want to make more progress on this palette. So I'm classing this as 2 because I'm kind of wanting to do a lot in this palette. I think it's about time I started using this up because this palette is nearly 2 years old, or is about 2 years old in my collection. So I do really want to start making some progress on this because I have younger palettes in my collection that have far more progress than this. This one does get neglected, so I want to make more progress with this one. And as if all of that wasn't hard enough, because I'm a glutton for punishment, I wanted to add a little twist to this one. So if you watch my makeup inventory mid-year update, you will know that I was kind of shocked at my number of liquid lipsticks and how that number had jumped up. And I made the excuse that the number had jumped up because of this little bugger. This is Urban Decay's Vice Lipstick sample sheet. Now, I was quite happy to receive this at a Debenhams beauty event. However, it now means that I have far more lipsticks in my collection than I need. So I have 24 samples here. I have to hold this top bit because I've started like taking some of these nude ones out. Because I was going to add a couple of these samples into this project pan. However, I then came up with the crazy idea that I want to really bring down my numbers for my end of year makeup inventory. So I am going to attempt to use up at least 13 of these shades. So they are only samples, so they're tiny little button samples, and I get approximately 2 to 3 uses out of each one. So yeah, I am going to attempt to use up 13 of these little samples. Wish me luck. So that is it. That is my 13 by Halloween Project Pan introduction. So if you like this video, please like, comment and subscribe. Hit the bell button to be notified when the next video goes up. And I will see you in the next crazy episode.